Hello, I'm Phantom. I am recording this immediately after making sure my Go Watch Arcane video went public. So that's published right now. Chances are if you're watching this, you might be watching this after that. If you aren't watching this after that and after watching Arcane, I don't care. If you can't be bothered to watch it, I don't care. You have no excuse. Do not watch spoilers and do not watch this. Stop right now and go do something else. Go do something else to avoid spoilers until you have the time to sit down and watch it. Please. I know that it looks like, and until you watch it, it will look like I am blowing this out of proportion. Maybe trying to do it to get views or something like that. I don't even know how I'd get views by doing that. I'm not even partially well known. I mean this when I say I am so happy with that show. When I first saw the ads for it and everything for it, I could not be bothered. It was just another thing on the long list of stuff Riot Games has pumped out, and I didn't care. And I'm so glad that I did. That I actually watched it. I have someone sitting very close to me to thank to watch it in the first place, and that was amazing. Now that every single one of you, if you're still watching this and you haven't gone off to watch the show yet, shame. I'm gonna shame you for a second. If you have watched it, skip about 30 seconds into the future, and you can get right into my review of it. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. I just said it. I have to fill it with 30 seconds of shame. Shame. Don't even think about not watching it. What part of me saying that it was an absolutely amazing show did you not get through your thick skull? Go watch it right now. That's right, I'm threatening you. I'm threatening you. I can't actually do anything to hurt you, but I'm still going to threaten you and be verbally rude while I'm doing it. Okay, 30 seconds passed. Holy shit! That was so good! I can't, wait till tomorrow to make this video. It's 7:42 in the morning. I should be in bed. I should be sleeping. I need to have a solid sleep schedule. That was so good. Everything about that was so well done. The first 3 episodes, I fucking loved Vander. And everything about him, he was such a well done character. They managed to take, the entire time that I was seeing all the ads for it, I was thinking it was going to be some stupid Jinx and Vi thing. And I didn't care, because I didn't care about Jinx and Vi and Caitlyn. But every character besides the ones from League were so well done. And then over time, I learned to like every character that is from League, even the ones that I wasn't interested in. Victor's whole arc, Victor was already a favorite of mine. That was so amazing. And Jace was such a human character. Every character felt more human than anything. That was so good. The first 3 episodes set such a ridiculously high precedent for the rest of them. I'll be honest, after watching the second set of 3, I was kind of iffy about it. Those episodes were really amazing. They just weren't as impactful as the first 3, and it had to be done in order to set the path for the last 3. I realized that in hindsight. Those 3 episodes had to kind of go past having the big events in order to make way for the big events of the last 3 episodes. That was so fucking good. Silco is the best character. I will fight anyone. Silco is the best character. So, the level of character growth. Just how much I learned to legitimately care for a fictional character. That was ridiculous. Every single relationship between any character in that show was amazingly well done. Even the characters I didn't like, I still appreciated. Because they were done so fucking well. Heimerdinger's character growth, Echo's character growth, Silco's character growth, the lady with the purple robot arms character growth. There is not a single character in that show that I did not like. I cannot say that about any other show. There is not a single character that I did not like. Every character was human. And then don't even get me fucking started with all the little, like, in things. Getting to see, like, how Singed got injured. Getting to watch Victor literally create a fucking ball of the Void. I'm a big Void fan. I love the Void. When I first started playing League of Legends, the very first thing I did was go to play Kog'Maw. Because I fucking thought he was cool. I loved the Void. And watching, like, Victor's blood mixed with Hex Tech and magic, mixed with, like, Shimmer, to literally create the Void. Oh, it was so amazing. 10 out of 10. Hands down 10 out of 10. I cannot complain about a single thing. Not even a single fucking thing. Nothing was overbearing. Everything was perfectly rationed. Everything was perfectly rationed. Every character, every scene, every shot, the song choices, all of it. Perfect. Perfect. And the ending. I know there's going to be a lot of hot takes about that ending. I know it, because a lot of people can't appreciate an ending like that. That open-ended. But that they could not have done a better ending. They couldn't make it a happy ending. That's something that they did amazingly well throughout the whole show, is they showed just how many different strings can be tied in the same knot. There was too much going on. Too many people part of it. They could not have a happy ending where everyone walks away, where the bad guys lose and the good guys win. That's the whole dichotomy of the whole show. The show wasn't Jinx and Vi's upbringing. The show wasn't Victor and Jace. It wasn't Iveringer. It was Piltover and Zahn. Its beginnings, its middle, and how it became what it is. And it was perfect. That was perfect. That ending was so good. Like, before watching the last 3 episodes, I was sitting there going, like, my biggest problem with the second set of 3 episodes is I felt like not enough progress was made, so I had no idea how they were going to tie up all the loose ends without rushing it. I was so expecting them to rush it. And they did something that no other show has done right. They didn't tie up all the loose ends. That was the best ending they could have done. Any less, and it would have been unsatisfying. Any more, and it would have been forced. They found the perfect line. They walked on a razor's edge. And they did so with grace. That was so good. I'm gonna go rewatch it all. That's all I can do. That was so good. I've never finished a show and been unhappy with where it ended. And been happy with where it ended. And I am. I'm happy with that ending. Any more and I would be upset. Any less and I would be upset. That was the perfect razor's edge perfection. Good job. If anybody's watching this and you are either part of Riot Games or part of the studio that helped make the show or part of anything involving that show, good job. There's nothing more to be said. Everything about it, the way that they included the Shimmer as a drug, showing its impact and what it can do, seeing like the bigger picture, seeing it interact with the Hex Core and literally make the Void a living organism that grows and feeds off of life. It's what it is. Seeing Heimerdinger get knocked off the pedestal he built and realizing what's actually important. Seeing Jace understand that he can't fix everything. And accepting that he can't. Him and Victor together accepting that they failed. And understanding that they can't do the best, so they only have to do what's good. Marcus, the cop. Him picking up in the shoes left behind by the lady who died in the first 3 episodes. It was amazing. every character's growth was done right. And the characters who didn't have crazy amounts of growth didn't have crazy amounts of screen time dedicated to them. It was balanced perfectly. And don't even get me started on how beautiful every single scene was. Especially every scene of Jinx in the last 6 episodes. With Milo and Kragar. That was so well done. Everything was satisfying. I don't feel gypped at all. I feel like every minute I invested into that show was worth it. And that is something that I can't say for any other show. Like, don't get me wrong, there are shows that I fanboy about, movies that I fanboy about, animes that I fanboy about, where, like, sure, there is nothing I would take back, but that doesn't mean I can't sit and objectively look at it and complain about stuff. I can't. I'm looking back in hindsight right now, and I cannot complain about anything. It was amazing. Good job. I can't say go watch it, because if you've watched this far, then you've obviously already watched it, so what do we do now? What am I supposed to do now? Am I just supposed to go on with my life after having literally every part of my mind blown? I'm like, don't get me wrong, I want more. I want season 2, I want an extension of it. Yes, but I'm not unhappy. I'm happy. A show left me happy. Without that, like, resentment in the back of my mind where I'm upset that I didn't get more. This is new. This is a new experience. I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy it with me. My God. I'm so satisfied that like, most shows when I end them, I'll sit back and I'll go, oh, I wish I could forget it all and experience it all again. I don't want to forget it. I just want to go experience it again. So, that was amazing. Like, look at me. I have an expression-filled VTuber model. You could see me smiling like a fucking 5-year-old on Christmas. I'm so happy. I couldn't wait until tomorrow to make this video. There's no way in hell I'd be able to fucking sleep without recording my thoughts. And I didn't think I'd record this. I thought I'd just move on, then tomorrow would happen, maybe I'd make something later. No. I'm recording this. I'm not a review channel and I'm reviewing this. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on every fucking note. Voice acting, amazing. Writing, amazing. Art, amazing. Animation, amazing. Storyboarding, amazing. Music choice, amazing. Proper everything. Like, nothing was done wrong. If you are making a show, plan on making a show, plan on going into making shows, use this as your template. A show based around a video game not only did an amazing job representing its characters, but told an amazing story really, really well. Did not undermine itself or its what's the word I'm looking for? Or its properties in the slightest, and managed to make every single character that wasn't in the show worth adding. Silco is the best character. I'm sitting here happy about a video game, a TV show based around a video game, and my favorite characters from it are characters that weren't even in the video game. That's not something that people can do. That's never been done before. Like, shows that have, and movies that have been based around video games are either good because they stayed true to the original works, or bad because they didn't, or good because they didn't, and bad because they did. There is no in between. This show is both good because it stuck to its stuff, and good because it didn't stick to its stuff at the same time. It perfectly represented all of the... I keep forgetting the word, I just said it. It did a perfectly good job representing itself, and still did a perfectly good job representing other stuff that isn't it. Amazing. I don't want to stop talking because I haven't said amazing enough. I'm so happy. I just am happy. And I'm enjoying being happy. The serotonin in my brain is absolutely obliterating me. And I hope I don't crash really hard. That was... The way that they showed, that they introduced all the characters, made everyone impactful. And after the first 3 episodes, they left it on a hanger that made me care about how the show continued. And that's so important. And then the second act, while not making me care as much as the first act did, it set up everything for all of the success it was going towards. It perfectly lined up all the directions and pulled all the strings just right for episode 7 to come in and blow me out of the water, and then to leave me clawed onto the edge of my seat for the rest of episodes 8 and 9. And for an ending that, as it finished, I just smiled. And every second that passed afterwards, I loved the ending more. And I can only imagine how much more I'm going to love the ending the second time I watch it around. Amazingly well done. Absolutely amazingly well done. I'm so glad I watched it. And I hope that you watched it too. And didn't just watch this instead of watching the show itself, because every bit of it was an adventure. Literally every bit of it was an adventure. If I would have gone into it knowing that Silco was going to be a lovable character, knowing everything that I know now, even just knowing the things that I've said in this video, it wouldn't be nearly as impactful. And the fact that I watched all of it, no spoilers, and my brain ran down that rabbit hole by itself, it's a win. A big dub. It was amazing. I'm really, really, really happy with it. So, yeah. That's all I've got. If anything comes to mind later, or on my second view, I'll put it in a pinned comment below instead of making another follow-up video, because there's no point in making 2 videos just to say what I was able to say in one. I loved it. And that's all. That's all. Bye-bye. Bye.